Improvement of AI and all the technologies keep making people to access and like making game prototype easier, thinking like that.
You spot on what you just said, rapid prototyping right now. So one of the things with AI right now, you're hearing so much of news and speculation and information, but a lot of that is the end game of what's going to happen at the end. It's like saying you're all going to die, but every single day before that you're going to live.
어둠의 게임 기자, 줄여서 어김기.
So thank you to have this short interview with me. So can you introduce yourself to Korean developers and gamers?
Hi, Korean developers and whoever else is watching, because I think you've got like a probably wider world audience. So I'm Kish Hirani. I'm from the UK. I've been like 29 years in the video games industry, but I don't think we have time to like go through the entire 29 years or so. But just pretty much, I used to work at PlayStation. Before that, I was at Microsoft, and I've worked with large corporations, indie developers as well. So, and now for the last 10 years, I've been self-employed, and I work as a consultant, board advisor. I do a lot of academia advisory boards as well, and multiple things. So about 60% of my work is still paid work because I haven't retired yet, but 40% is pro bono. So I do work which I want to give back to the video games industry. So I have African developers, emerging market, indie developers in all over the world, mainly in the UK, students, anybody of that. So I think that's pretty much sums up.
I really thinking about like you're helping the indies and your personal thrilling like passion to the technology and the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's all I've done. I was actually born in Kenya, and I moved to Britain when I was a teenager, straight to university with a computer science degree, and then I did masters at Edinburgh University, computer science or so. But even in Kenya, although technology wasn't that accessible, so I was very lucky. My dad got me a computer, a BBC Micro computer. If it was similar to Commodore, I wanted a Commodore, but Dad said get a BBC Micro because you'll learn education, and I started programming just from there. And I think this is the beauty of the world, that anywhere you are on earth, especially now, you've got a supercomputer in your pocket, which is a mobile phone. So
Yeah, that's right.
And I love it when young people are actually experimenting, making things, because that's how I learned like 30 years back. And I want to make sure like everybody is excited about technology and everything and develop. When it's become so accessible, especially in my time, it wasn't that accessible, but we still did that. And and I still love what I'm doing till now. So I think rather than going to do business or construction or accountancy or stuff like that, join video games. This is far more exciting.
Totally. And the thinking about is while hearing your opinions, like I mean the improvement of AI and all the technologies keep making people to access and like making game prototype easier, thinking like that.
Absolutely. I think, one of the things with AI right now, you're hearing so much of news and speculation and information, but a lot of that is the end game of what's going to happen at the end. It's like saying you're all going to die, but every single day before that you're going to live. So AI is in that stage of like, how do you take advantage of what's happening now, rather than just saying, no, AI will take over everything, so let's ignore it. Or yes, or we use it to the right end or so, despite it not reach your sort of level of where it should be or so. So you spot on what you just said, rapid prototyping right now. So if you don't have 1,000 team to compete against AAA or so, but with AI as an indie developer, as a single person in your bedroom, in your small office, in your coffee shop, if you can develop things, then do it. Like, this is the way you've got an advantage right now, where there are a lot of other people who might be overthinking it.
So you visit this Busan with G-STAR as a trade visitor. So how it goes on? Like I mean, people are watching. So like private thing, okay. Just publicly, how was this trade visitor as a foreign visitor of this?
So I was representing one of my clients, which is Pingle Studio, with their outsourcing core development. absolute amazing studio. If you ever want, can I put a plug?
Yeah.
If you ever want to do, especially we work with AAA developers or so, but if you want to do any, it's an engineering heavy team, and we port from mainly PC to Nintendo Switch, PS5 and Xbox, but they're great, but you can go and look them up, that doesn't matter. So as a foreigner, I think one of the things which I shouldn't have been surprised because I'm used to going to Japan. Everything works with your business card. We've got rid of business cards. We are like on LinkedIn and electronic and all that. So we don't carry business cards. So
우리나라와 다르게 교류할 때 대부분 서양 쪽은 특히 링크드인이나 이런 소셜 미디어로 바로 그냥 컨택하는 경우가 더 많거든요.
링크드인은 박아놨어요.
소셜에 다 들어가 있네요.
왜냐면 그 강남 AI 콘에서 만난 그 분들이 다 너 링크드인 뭐야? 너 링크드인 뭐야? 이렇게 하시더라고요.
게임아이콘 행사가 맞아요. 저는 이제 글로벌 행사를 만드는 게 목표이기 때문에 물론 지금은 비즈니스 카드를 가지고 다니는 친구도 많습니다. 특히나 아시아 쪽에서 그걸 원한다는 걸 알기 때문에.
That was one lesson I didn't realize that I still need to have a business card. Fine, that's not difficult. But I think simple things like name badges, like like my name badge, here is in English, and yours is in Korean, and I can't read that. So I think what would be great if the organizers can actually just have both the names, maybe on the other
Korean,
side
English.
and English, so then we can all communicate with each other easily. And I think that's probably the most simplest thing I think I would suggest as a change.
와, 그렇구나. Can we show this to the people?
Sure.
Like, one is just only English and one is just Korean. 아, 그렇구나.
Yeah. But just generally meeting developers, I like creative, amazing developers. And I have to say, and when we went to Pocket Gamer, I was a judge on the Great Indie Pitch.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten the gentleman's name. He's the winner, the person who won.
The Gerojia츠와.
Yeah,
The old robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I met him at the B2B.
Oh.
He's got a booth.
Yeah.
And he saw me and he just came and hugged me and
Like that.
it was just great. And this is just simple. This is the second time we are meeting.
Never give up, never surrender.
Never give up, never surrender. He gave me these exclusive cards and everything, and
Wow.
I like that energy and everything. You get this in video games industry. You don't get that if you go on a construction site and stuff like that. So this is where
These games people have
but the main priority was like for my client Pingle Studios. I was meeting developers and So I mean that's the business part. But then I have allowed enough time for the fun part. Cosplay is fantastic here. So walking around the consumer booth, I'm way too old to queue to play games. So I just look at
it's
everything.
so
It's
heavy,
you look at a line, it's like 1.5 hours to go in something like
3 hours.
So but you're a journalist, you probably cut all the queues, so I'm not.
Actually, I can't because I couldn't get the press this time.
Okay.
Just
See,
like for the content.
we are
just
we common
watching
people.
the queue.
We are like everybody else in the audience. Like you have to work hard and wait
work
for
hard.
1.5 hours. Play some games on your phone, and then it's your turn.
Later, I just like what you said. Another journalists and reporters in Korea, they will write the article about those games, and I just wanted to meet people in the game like you and like the old robot, the Hulk thing, and you are the one of my goal to meet in this Busan. So thank you to having an interview.
No. Honestly, I'm honored as well. And by the way, we just chance met right now, and then they said we got some time and let's do this. So,
Yes.
So thank you very much for that. And taking time to talk to me.
So, as I don't have really much time, any other message to Korean developers?
I mean, I would say mainly indie developers if you're starting up.
Okay, Korean
if
indie developers.
Or if you're a student as well or so. And I do a lot of advising, especially in the emerging markets and places like in Africa, etc. So right now, Korea's got something. I mean, it's been a while. This has been going like K-pop and K-drama. They're so popular. Everything going on, and that stories are unique. And you can make games which are more unique in that with the rest of the world and the rest of the developers with whatever budget they've got. It's going to be difficult for them to be competing with your journey and your stories. So focus on something which is more that, because then you've got that uniqueness not many people can have. So like I'm working with an African game developer, and I think I showed you a video earlier on. So they're talking about the Maasai tribe, and it's just this boy whose sister has been kidnapped. And a Maasai tribe journey is great for that Kenyan developer to be able to tell. Find something like that. Talk to your grandmas and some folklores and some stories, because nobody has heard of that story. Everybody has heard of Greek mythology and everything else. So you can have God of War and everything like that. But then if you want something unique, just make something which nobody has heard of. And there's so many amazing epic mythologies in Korean, so you can tell that story instead.
Yeah, we should like try to do our stories. Likewise, that was quite interesting about the tribe story in the Africa. Yeah, we have a lot of things for the game narrative by all the country by country and nation by nation. That's what I think from what you said.
Yeah, and it's just such a unique thing, because and then obviously make sure it's fun to play, because if gameplay is not there, however amazing story you'd go on, unfortunately you don't get the audience if there's no gameplay. That's the most important bit.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I don't really have much time, so this will be the
great,
end.
yeah.
And people, this was Kish. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed this.
Oh yeah, this is good fun.
Yeah, let's
게임
own it.
기자 줄여서
Yeah.
게임기